Hello, Capricorn. This is an electricity ship. This is power to the people. Thank you so much for coming to this table today. Because you're present, I can be present. These are the stories of the Anima Mundi, God, Goddess, Spirit, Creator, the Force, the Tao, what have you. We're all part of this divinity. So thank you for being here and blessing this this reading with your presence. I appreciate you so much. As I was shuffling, pre-shuffle, I got through like these four, and I literally passed out. I fell asleep. I like not on the table, but I was like, oh, well, I got to take a break. So okay, there's some heavy stuff coming through here, and it's great. But before we get to that, again, thank you for being here. This is part of this. This is part of my gratitude practice, doing these readings, and it's always an honor to be here. If you can hit the like button, share, subscribe, comments, all that great stuff, really appreciate it. There's social media links and stuff in the description box, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do private readings yet, but if you subscribe, I'll let you know if I open that up. The readings are timeless. They come to you when they come to you, but I am recording this right in the beginning of the new year in 2024. And there is a significant shift for Capricorns. I'm not an astrologer, but Pluto's moving out of Capricorn and into Aquarius for the first time since 2008, I think. So it's like a big deal. And Pluto's like very heavy energy. It's death. It's the underworld. And I have a major Capricorn placement. I feel like I'm offloading a shit ton of grief right now. And I hope that if you're holding any grief inside of you, that you're letting it go too. But that said, I'm going to do this reading for you with the original 1909 Waite Smith Tarot, Aquarian Tarot by David Palladini, Visionary I Ching by Paul O'Brien with art by Joan Larimore, The Spirit of the Animals Oracle by Jody Bergsma, The Deck of Crystals by Nadia Bailey with gorgeous watercolor illustrations by Nadia Boyce, and then we've got the Radiant Wilds Tarot by Nat Gersberger to do clarifications, and we got quite a few cards popping out during the pre-shuffle. So let's get down to brass tacks. Capricorn energy. Let's cut through the shit and like let's get to it. I mean, that's what I love about having a Capricorn placement. It's just like, come on, let's get down to business and let's fucking get better, And excuse my French, but hopefully I can speak a little bit of real French too, but not enough confidence to do that on camera, but. At any rate, I digress. And I think that you've got a lot in your head too, and you want to get out of your head and into your body, and you probably, maybe like me, you need some more rest. But right now, what we're going to do is bless this space and this reading and the time that we have together by thinking of anything that resonates with your mind, body, spirit, soul, heart, and gives you a sense of gratitude. And, it's a good time to mention this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate with you, if it doesn't ring your bell or toot your whistle, it's not for you. Spirit's not going to give you a message that you're not ready to receive and feel empowered by. So, but we're going to offer up a tenderness, a micro tenderness or a macro tenderness, a thing of gratitude that we feel deeply and instinctually, and offer it to the space with our breath and our space. And I don't know, I'm going to go back again to this bioluminescence video I saw again. It's just absolutely awesome and dazzling and a rare treat. The Northern Lights, which I have never seen in person. I've seen bioluminescence in person, but I hope that your day brings you some sparkles, and I am grateful for that nap. So whatever it is for you, let's take a deep breath together. for this presence here today. Okay. Woo. I was watching like a Feldenkrais video too of doing like really gentle movements if you have like neck pain. Which for me, it's like my shoulders, but it was talking about how, hey, you know, Capricorns, workaholic trope. You know, you sit at a desk all day with your hands tense like this, you know, to soften the hands and add gentle movement to them. So I've been doing that a lot throughout the day, and it's really helped open up my neck and shoulder tension. I don't know if you've been going through some weird inordinate tension like I have. It feels like it's kind of come out of nowhere, which is, well, anyway. Work through all of it, right? You know, Capricorns are great at getting better. But yeah, I mean, if you are watching this around the time that I've posted it, you know, like the holidays are usually, you know, there's a lot going on for people. There's like a lot of recovery time. If you're in the northern hemisphere and experiencing winter, you know, that's like extra tension in your body. So be good to yourself. Get sunlight and all that good stuff. Smell plants. Get yourself some roses. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, I hope it's not heavy for you. If it is, you know, Capricorns have a way of making lemonade, you know? Really spinning straw into gold, you know? I'm glad that some allegorical stories are coming through, because tarot and card reading is such a beautiful modality of storytelling. It's kind of like a set of 78 memes that are recognized throughout the world as wonderful visual language. Okay. There's a lot of cards coming out here for you. You've already got 4 of the crystals there. For my Capricorns. For my Cappies. Cappy. I just got that song in my head from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where they're looking at the Ferrari and it's like, bow, bow. Oh yeah. Is it a Ferrari or it's a Ferrari? And of course, another Capricorn trope. You would have such a glorious, expensive car. If only in your dreams. Ooh. Yeah, I was getting the feeling like this might be a relationship reading. Page of Cups. Water signs, water energy, a younger water sign, or a strong water position in your chart. 3 of Pentacles and the Lovers, Gemini. Oh, and 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. That would communicate with a 3rd decan of Scorpio, so, or Capricorn. I'm sorry. So if you're in the last portion of the sign of Capricorn, if you're like on the cusp, this could be especially prevalent for you. But for my Capricorns to fill in this reading. These might be family relationships that are happening as well, or like something to do with your family's legacy. Oh, the Fool. Okay. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. 2 of Swords. Interesting. So it was. I'm doing the signs backwards to forwards this time. So either Pisces or Aquarius got both of these cards. So if you're on the cusp of Aquarius. Yeah, definitely. Okay. And then we've got the Knight of Cups. So this might be kind of an evolution going from this like curious, like, oh, what's this feeling, to like actually delivering some communication about it. This could be you. Um, excuse me. Knight of Cups is Pisces. So we've got some water energy here, but you know, these major arcana and a 10, and then these like these work cards right in the middle. You know, this is kind of like an elevated work situation where the three talents are coming together. There's like the planning and financing, and the commission of the work, and then the skilled artisan that actually makes it come to fruition, and builds like a lasting legacy. And I said to, I had this like quip that I used to tell my friend, popped out of my mouth. This was years ago, but it was just kind of so funny, and all of a sudden that I always remembered that I said it. She was like talking about how she had all these kind of like flaky relationships, and were kind of based on sex and not really any kind of building lasting relationship. And I was like, so you're saying you want to build a sexual cathedral because everyone can pitch a tent. Take that double entendre as it is. But I also was like, another phrase that I was thinking about as I was meditating on this and going in and like shuffling the rest of the cards, like, and this is just personally for me, but maybe you feel this way as well, is that, you know, I have a Capricorn moon, so it's very like tied to my emotions. And I was just thinking to myself, I don't really have any New Year's resolutions, but I'll be goddamned if I'm going to be the big spoon. You know, like, and maybe you feel that way too. Maybe you need to be held, you know, maybe you're this fish. You need somebody to like be the vessel for you and like hold your feelings. And, you know, with this Pluto exit from the Capricorn sign, you know, it's just like, how long do you have to go through the underworld and work through all of these like really difficult transformative energies until like you can be the one who can be vulnerable and like, you know, you come out of the gates of hell and, you know, be on land and enjoy the fruits of the earth, you know, and the fruits of your labor. Because like you're looking here, the fruits of your labor, you know, like, but this is other people as well. This is like your group, your milieu, your family, your tribe. But you know, this card really has this kind of sense of dissatisfaction about it. This person has been toiling away. They're holding their wand, but it's become a spade, you know? So it's like, it's got these elements of like putting in this physical toil, the toil of the will, and then the spade has, you know, this mental implication to it. And there's just like been all of this effort put in to, you know, cultivating these fruits. And it's like, so is this like going anywhere? Is this doing anything? Like it has all this effort that I put in. And I really do feel like there has been many aspects of your talents that you have put into your goals. And now you're wondering like, okay, which direction do I go next to like get the next two pentacles to go here? I often, like when I see the 8 of Cups, I'm thinking about, you know, like somebody looking for a 2 of Cups to get, you know, the completion to the 10. And it's kind of this moving on energy with the 8 of Cups. I don't think that you need a 2 of Pentacles to get to the 10. 2 of Pentacles is like, you know, has a lot of like juggling energy. I feel like maybe to jump here, you might be looking for maybe some energy from another suit, like this emotional energy. And I see this Fool and this Knight looking right at each other. And I think you might be willing to make a leap for love. Or somebody is looking to just dive in for you with this pure heart. And I think that you have the capacity to receive it. I think you're curious. I think you're interested. And I think that you want to be held. It's interesting too here because, like, you know, frequently we think of the man as being the big spoon, but he really is looking to be held by this spiritual abundance of this feminine character that's connected directly with the, you know, the will of the healing angel Raphael, you know, and this Caduceus image of the snake, and that's got Fool energy in it too, because it's like, you know, damn the torpedoes, damn the rules, you know. You've got, you know, these staffs that are presenting as well, and it's just like this will and this, like, there's this fire that's implied. It's kind of buried underneath, you know. There's no, like, overt fire energy, but, like, it's underneath. It's underneath. And it looks like you're looking to gain some peace and introspection. Also, both of these cards are really about choice, making choices. Excuse me. This is kind of like, oh, okay, which way do I think about it next? But this is like soul calling stuff, you know, and it's really about getting in tune and aligned with this stable triangular shape of this energy past between and with the mountain. Has some masculine energy to it. And I wonder if, you know, Capricorn, whether you are, you know, genetically male or female or, you know, anything in between or beyond, like the masculine energy that's inherent in the Capricorn sign, the big daddy, you know, it's like, and, you know, this is like paterfamilias as well. You know, it's like, how much responsibility have you taken on? Like, have you been doing all of this yourself, or are these like other people involved in this project? Like, are people supporting your work? I think that somebody wants to and really just wants to dive right into you. This might be some kind of hot energy too. I'm not sure. I mean, the Lovers has some implied passion, but, you know, also Gemini has got like a lot of mental energy as well, which I think that you need that. You need a little like mental respite, because it's been used as just, you know, shoveling the ground, shoveling. There's that saying, you know, if you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. You know, it's like if your willpower is just a shovel, then everything's going to look like a hole that needs to get dug. Oh, that's interesting. Are you digging yourself a hole with this? Maybe you feel like you are. I don't think so, though. It might feel that way sometimes, but I don't think you're digging yourself a hole. Let's look at these two characters right here. And this could be Aries, you know, the baby of the tarot, as it were, but, you know, it's kind of all signs. It's the journey of the Fool. It's all of us. But, yeah, if that resonates for you, you know, Pisces, Aries, Gemini in your life, and then this could be any water sign. But let's look at the Knight of Cups and the Fool, please. Ah, Two of Wands. Huh, interesting. So this kind of also sort of implies choice. You might have more than one person who's looking at, who's interested in you. This could be rivals, actually, for your affections. This could be, you know, two people trying to, like, offer you this cup. You know, the Fool Major Arcana card will, you know, trump a knight for sure, but, you know, but it's ultimately up to you if you're going to go for this stronger energy of like this kind of wild abandon thing, or if it's going to be like this passionate, emotion-based kind of thing. So with the Two of Wands, this character in the traditional deck is looking out over the landscape at, you know, the big, wide open world, and trying to ascertain kind of what he wants from it. You know, this person is on the planet Saturn, one of the biggest planets in our solar system, yet is looking at their feet. And, you know, this can apply some blindness as well. So, you know, you got to figure out, is this the blindness of justice? Is it the blindness of introspection? Is it, you know, kind of some sensory deprivation so you could be in tune with, you know, your heart and your soul, and kind of turn down the thoughts a little bit? Or is it just like thoughts crossing one another and just kind of not going anywhere? Let's look at these twos, please. Another Two of Swords. Yeah, you're having trouble making a decision. What's going on? What's going on? Can I get another card here, please, for these two? Justice. Yeah. Yeah, so the Justice card, Libra energy. If that's any confirmation for you about one of these people, if this is indeed a rivalry between two people looking for your energy and attention. But what I was just saying is this, you know, is this blind justice where, you know, things are being balanced fairly. There's arbitration, there's problem solving, there's mediation. There is looking at both sides of the story, finding the most balanced solution, in hopes that nobody loses out or that any damage incurred is as minimal as possible. That thing, you know, fairness is really going to be important here. And for yourself, don't cheat yourself out of your goals. Tell me more about this Ten of Pentacles, please. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. And that's your card. So you're showing up here. Excuse me. I think you've been in charge of a lot of shit. You just really have been on top of this legacy. And now you have to make a choice about who's going to help you. And who's going to give you the affection that you need to support you. Who's going to invoke your inspiration, your passion again to go on new journeys, you know? Because you've got all these twos, like right at the beginning of the journey, and just like a lot of like toil that's gone on, you know, toil and like rewarding work, but like, you know, it's like work, stack paper, you know, like fulfill your obligations. Yes. 100%. Like Queen of Pentacles can keep all that stuff going, all that stuff in line. But there is like, there's like some spiritual ecstasy is what I get from this. And the fish is a very spiritual symbol. These waves, you know, there's a little bit of torment and excitement in the emotions. I really feel like following your feelings and allowing it to kind of disrupt your day planner a little bit. Even, you know, that seems necessary. All right, let's do one more card on the Lovers, and then we'll get to these Oracle cards. For the Lovers, please. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so these 2 sixes, right? Balance, a balanced give and take. So, you know, I think what you're looking for is somebody who's, you know, going to, like, be there for you in reality, you know? This equal give and take. There's also, like, on the Rider-Waite Smith deck, there is scales on this card, which is also present in the Justice card. We're looking at a lot of balance here. A lot of, like, I feel like this This Libra energy is really, really important. So if you have a strong Libra placement, then that is going to be very important. But also just, you know, really keeping things balanced. And this is like a doubling of this card. So it's like maybe you're gathering more people on your team, or like if this is kind of work that you've been doing yourself, maybe it's like somebody who's really a match for your skill set, you know, who brings to the table maybe the same things that you want, like increasing the bounty of the skills that you have, or kind of opposite skills that compile to create this like really nice, even give and take energy, which I think is what is going to come to the fore when you're contemplating what you're going to do when you go ahead and engage emotionally and passionately with these, you know, this person or these people going forward in your life. You know, it's, I feel, you know, passionate, devil may care, emotionally rich, personal interactions here, but you're still making a choice because you're still a very rational, reasonable person. And so, like, you know, if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. And I don't mean that like literally, like, you know, this person's got to have like the same amount of money in their bank account that you do. I mean, like, do they bring things to the table along with this emotional and inspirational support that keeps what you've built here churning, because you still got work to do and you just don't have time to get frustrated about it. You know, it's like you're still pushing over into, you know, that steady 8 energy and 9 and then 10. So like you're on a good path. You're on a good track. I think you're willing to let this in, but only if it makes sense, you know? So this stillness, with this card repeated twice, this stillness, so you can dial in to this message from the angel that comes through both your masculine and feminine sides. So all of your desires, you know, your emotional and practical desires and your passion and your sensuality and your feeling and, you know, consider all aspects of your personality, masculine, feminine, and both, and, you know, the combination thereof, and get what you need, because I think you can have it all. You know, keep on gazing out to the horizon. You can have the world. You can have the world. Well, that's very cool. All right. Attention to detail. Yeah, so that's confirming this row here. Excuse me. And again, this is like 62. There's 64 hexagrams in the I Ching, so this is kind of an end game, sort of end of cycle energy. Which, so, you know, keep plugging away, my babe. I've got cat's eye, prosperity and luck. So I think that's another confirmation there too. Tremendous. Yeah, and that, you know, that'll go with that for sure. With your 10 of Pentacles, cat's eye. I like to read. They usually tell you what day of the week. Thursday, the day of Thor. And we've got nice, you know, solar plexus color there too. So your will is strong. I think that you're succeeding in your goals. Aquamarine, calming and courage. That's going to go with this 2 of Swords here. It says it's associated with Scorpio and October, so that might be Scorpio season or Scorpio placements. Might be significant for helping you kind of gain some clarity with that. But calming and courage. Aquamarine is so pretty too. It's like, and a very clear, beautiful crystal. So put that in your window, I would say, while you're doing your meditation or your exercise or whatever makes you feel peaceful. I think the sunlight will bring in some more insights for you. You've got beautiful malachite, which I got one piece right there. Calming and abundance. So yeah. Yeah, it looks like you really need to like gain some calm and just feel secure in this. Know that you're going to make the right choice of partnerships and people who are going to really support what you're doing. It says it's associated with Libra and those born in the spring. Cool. And then we've got Hawk Messenger. That came out for another reading too. So yeah, just keep, keep listening. Spirit's sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Yeah, I think that's definitely confirming everything we've said here. So that's terrific. Oh yeah, and the Four of Cups came out, right? So yeah, this is again, kind of that thing where it's like, you don't always have to be the big spoon. It's like if something is being offered to you, the cup is being offered to you, that you're just like, nah, this is not it. Like you might feel tortured by like being like, do I accept this or not? But like, you just know that you don't ever have to accept anything that is not meet your standards. Then rose quartz, compassion and love. I think that bodes well for you. On the well, yeah. Okay. So this is one of my favorites. The well is the only thing that is not changed through history is kind of the overall theme of this. So your source of emotions is very dependable. There's a lot to depend upon. Get a wider perspective. Center into yourself. Keep looking out into the horizon, and and following your goals, because like you have a stable foundation that is going to support you. You're going to choose the right people who are just going to add so much more to this legacy that you're building. Because your power card is right there, Capricorn. It's wonderful to see. All right, my loves. If you haven't hit the like button already, I'd appreciate it if you did so. And, please do all the things. I'd love to see you here again. I love reading for you. It's always a real joy. I feel just really centered whenever I'm here at the table with you. So thank you. I wish I could have you over for dinner, but we'll talk about that some other time, all right? All right. Capricorn, my love, this is an electricity ship. This is power to the people. And I wish you peace.